On the dusty road outside the city, a beggar sat with his torn bowl, watching people pass by without noticing him. His eyes were heavy with sadness. He whispered to himself, "Why am I born like this? I am only bad luck, living in misery every single day." Each coin that dropped into his bowl felt smaller than his sorrow, because deep inside, he believed he was worthless. One evening, while the beggar sat under a tree, a calm and radiant figure approached. It was the Buddha. The beggar lowered his head, ashamed, and said, "Master, I am only suffering. My life is nothing but bad luck." The Buddha's gentle eyes looked at him with compassion and replied, "Your suffering is real, but you are not cursed. You only need to learn the power of giving." The beggar trembled and answered, "But Master, I own nothing. My bowl is empty. What can a man like me give?" The Buddha smiled softly and said, "True giving is not measured by coins. You can give your smile, your kind words, your hope, and your blessings." The beggar listened carefully, as if a small candle was lit inside his heart for the first time. The next morning, instead of waiting for coins, he greeted passers-by with a gentle smile. Some were surprised, but they smiled back. He helped an old woman carry her heavy basket, though he was weak himself. She thanked him with warm eyes. He comforted a child who cried after falling, saying, "Don't worry, little one, you are strong." The child's tears turned into laughter. Day by day, the beggar realized that giving kindness filled his heart with peace, even if his bowl was still not full of money. Soon, people in the city began to notice him, not as a pitiful beggar, but as a man with a bright smile and kind spirit. One wealthy merchant, touched by his kindness, gave him food and clothes, saying, "You remind me that wealth is not only in gold but in the heart." The beggar looked up at the sky with gratitude, remembering the Buddha's words. He realized he was never truly poor, because the power to give was always within him.